screen here. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody today? I am so glad you're all joining me today. We're going to... Hey, Christy! We're going to create some stuff. I feel like I'm like not in the center today for some reason. Hold on. Let me adjust. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to you guys to be with me today and us to craft and chalk, and it's been like a crazy week and it's only Wednesday. So it's going to take a lot of chalking to get me through the rest of the week. I'm going to flip screens here. Okay. Just so I know what I'm seeing. So, how is everybody? Christy, how are you today? We're going to kind of just start off. A couple things in my profile above the link, or in the description, sorry, I should say, is the link to everything that you're going to see me use today. The only thing I kind of have switched between is going from the color Storm and the color Grage. But we'll get there and we'll talk about that when we get to that point. Both are in stock. So if it's something you want to get, they're both in. And look, I got a purple lid. I got a purple lid. So, Chalkator ran out of lids. Actually, the distributor ran out of lids that fit our jars. So instead of our normal black ones, they got purple ones. So I got a purple lid. So it's like a special edition, but nothing's different kind of thing. But I'm excited about it. I don't know why. I think I got two purple lids in my last order of paste. So if you get a purple lid on your chalk paste, it's just because at one point they ran out of lids, and so they used these purple ones, which the distributor had in stock. So my sun's going down, so I'm going to have to change my lighting as we go today. And the sun comes straight into the craft room, and it was super bright forever, and now it's kind of like going behind the clouds, so everything's... so if you see me messing with stuff, it's just because... Whoops, see? Now I'm messing with the wrong one. It's just because... that's better. Sun's going down on us. Well, oh. Alright, hopefully you can still see me. It looks like it's pausing itself, Facebook. And it's all Facebook today. It's not my internet provider. I actually had a lot of trouble loading everything for my live, and it was purely Facebook. Because I'm connected hardwired straight to our internet. So, and I tested everything. So, if I juggle around or it stutters, I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. It'll come back to us. So, we are going to use the now it's super bright, so we're just going to go with it. We're going to use the America the Beautiful transfer, and we're also going to use our Stars and Stripes transfers, and those are the star cutouts, the star cutout transfers. We're going to do a little back color with those, so let me switch views so you can see what I'm talking about here. This is the America the Beautiful Land That I Love. This is a size D transfer, so it's an 18 by 18 transfer. We have we have one surface that's an 18 by 18. This case, I'm using a store-bought surface just because it's something I had, and it is going to be perfect for what I'm trying to do, and that's all that matters, really. So we're going to use this surface, and again, I'm going to flip here, so bear with me. We're going to use this surface, okay? This was a Hobby Lobby find on clearance, so it is a 23.5 by 15.5, but this writing on my transfer is fine enough to fit in there, okay? So it'll work. It should work. What we're going to do first, I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute, is we're going to paint this surface. I was going to leave it this kind of like, I don't know what the color this is. It's kind of like a whitewashed wood, but I really want my stuff to kind of pop a little more than it would. So I am using some chalk paint. And then, sorry, I had transfers out of my, and they're all over the place. So, we're going to, I don't have my little, try and get our big Hobdaddy brush in here. So we're going to use some white chalk paint. I am going to use it pretty thin, and then I'm going to antique it a little bit with some antique wax. One, because I don't want my transfers to stick after I've painted, and two, because I want it to look not brand new. And I may have to, hey Libby, will you go get my chalk paste paintbrush, my smaller one, by the side of the sink? This is going to be way too big. So, that is not going to work. Too big, too big, too big. And I'm sorry about the video. I don't know what else to do with it. It just keeps hopping around. Okay. So. Alright. We have our white. This is just white chalk paste, just like we use any other time. Okay. Just going to whiten up the surface, because I want those colors to pop. And I may not fully do the whole board. Just want to lighten it up a bit. I'm making a sign. We're going to make some 4th of July Americana stuff, Jane. It's time to get ready for 4th of July. Grab one other thing. My lights. I'm in shorts today. It was too hot in my house. I am in shorts today. Just want to make sure I don't get paint on the side here. How is everybody here? You're in sweats and under a blanket? I'm going to go with hormones. I don't know. I haven't been able to cool down all day today. Just me. We leave for, well, I leave, me and Libby leave for a little mini vacation this weekend. So I will go live, but I'll probably go live this weekend, because guess what this weekend is? It's ChalkCon. If you didn't know it's ChalkCon, that means you haven't been watching my Facebook page, and you didn't see my funny video of Libby making fun of me after last year's ChalkCon. So you probably should hop on there after my live. Don't do it now, because you might miss something. And watch that funny video of Libby making fun of me. She's not far from being wrong. Because that's pretty much how I was. I get super excited about transfers. What are you going to do? And if you would ever be so kind, it's why you guys are watching, share my live, invite friends to my page. That helps me grow my business. And I always appreciate it. The other thing I want to offer to you guys, if you've not tried Chalkator before, and you want to, or if you have tried Chocolate and you want to send a sample to a friend. So what I'm going to start doing is I have the ability to mail a sample. So what it is, it's a little like fold out packet, and I'll post a picture of it. It has like a little tag, a little transfer. It's about, I would say it's about 2 inches high, probably. It's kind of like our little minis size. And it comes with a piece of a chalk paste so that you can try it. And it actually comes with like an embellishment, a ribbon or something. You can try it, and you can try Chocolate for yourself. Comes with step-by-step instructions, and you can give it to a friend, or you can give it to yourself. But just message me for details about getting a sample, and we can discuss. So if it's something you've been wanting to try, but you're like, oh, I don't want to do a whole project, I don't know that I can do that, we have samples. And I can mail them to you. And I actually think you might, and I haven't checked, so don't quote me, you might be able to request them from my chalk site. But I have not, like I said, I have not gone and looked. So. All right. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this little brush up so it doesn't dry out. Close up the paste, or the chalk paint. Get our wax here. Get a paper towel. Get a dry brush. And I'm really just going to wipe a lot of it off. I don't want much on there. I really just kind of want to blend it in with the paint a bit. I'm going to take my rag here and kind of just blotch it through. Now this is all kind of damp. I'm just doing this just to kind of blend a little bit more because I don't want it I'm sorry guys, it keeps pausing. I don't know what else to do. Just kind of dirtying up the board after I kind of cleaned up the board. If that makes any sense. Okay. Alright, now we're going to hit it with our heat gun just to dry everything up before we start doing anything else. And hopefully you can see it's not really super white, but it's also not that tanner color. So hopefully our stuff will show up a little bit better. Okay, so now I've got that done. I want to take my clear wax and just kind of go over all the places that I didn't hit. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing with the clear wax. And waxing in both the dark and the clear is not going to hurt anything. Just want to make sure it's covered. If you didn't, and I didn't post this, just so you're aware, I am uploading my videos to YouTube, and hopefully eventually I'll go live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's kind of the goal eventually. I know that's been my goal for a while, but I had problems with some of the YouTube. My videos were too long, or the coloring was a little off, so I think I figured out a lot of that. Plus the way I was going was, the way I was saving it was not working. So I think I got all my little things fixed and we're good. Okay, so like I said, we're going to use our star cutouts on the board, and I'm going to use the, put this all the way here. I'm going to use the one with the fireworks and the one with the stars. I think the smaller one here. So I'm going to kind of use two of these, and then I'm going to put the other transfer on top of this. So that's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the storm or the grayish, which is a lot lighter colored gray. So the difference, see, very light. I almost think that I'm going to go with the absolute lighter. I hate that, but I kind of wanted it to pop a little bit more, but I really think that if I don't, it will pop too much. So that's where we are with this. So we're going to fuzz our transfer. And you know, this is just another reminder that you absolutely do not have to have the cutouts to use our transfers for the cutouts, because you can use them other surfaces. Hey Jira, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I see a couple other people popping on and off. Just going to ask you to kind of share my lives with everybody. Just go down to the bottom and hit share. That would be greatly appreciated. All right. Oops. So we have our grayish. And just remember, in the link that I posted, I used Storm. You could still get Storm if you were going to do it on something else. For how I'm doing it and what I'm doing, I'm using grayish. I want it to look kind of more like a shadow behind the scenes. And I actually could use this twice and kind of put it off to the side, but it's kind of a thought. I didn't want the words from the other one. I just thought I'd make it too busy. But maybe I'll do that. Okay, so see how that's just a shadowing? So I'm going to kind of flip this around. Well, let's dry that off first, huh? Let's hit that with the heat gun. Okay, so we're just going to take this and kind of flip it back around for where we were. Maybe kind of go in this direction so that the stars kind of, or the points of the stars intertwine a little bit. There we go. All right. Just kind of stick it down. There is that with the grayish. Right, so now we're going to dry that. It's just kind of a faint color. Which is exactly what I wanted it to do. So when I put the other transfer on top, that'll pop more. I'm not using shimmers for what I'm doing because I want it to look antiqued. So okay. So, get all of this here out of the way. So the transfer we're putting on top. So let's see. Yep, it'll fit right from edge to edge. It should be just fine. I actually just thought about putting this part, and I don't know. Let me lay it out here. We're going to fuzz it and see what happens. I kind of debated when I started not putting the curved part on it just because it was right at the edge and I knew it would be a tight fit. But all right. This is always the fun part, trying to get it off the board or off the paper. All right, we're gonna fuzz this. And I'm just gonna leave it upside down and fuzz it from the right side. That would be probably best. Just lay the fuzzing side down and pull. You know, your ultimate goal is to try not to stick it to itself, but you know, I'm super good at it. You don't want to pull very hard when this happens because you don't want to stretch the transfer. And now you can see why I fuzz. Super sticky, which is good. Goodness. You know, this just kind of is a metaphor for my life right today. I'll get through it. I'll get it unstuck. It may take me a little bit. Okay, we're going to do this so it doesn't stick any further on itself. There we go. almost there. Really try not to pull hard at all. There we go. Okay. You can see the difference, how sticky that is compared to how sticky this side is that I fuzzed a couple times. And now I've lost most of my sunshine again. Oh well. Not really complaining, I just think it's funny because I look up on my live screen and the lighting is completely different than when I started. You're like, oh, okay. All right. So we're going to flip this over. Let's see what we can make. First of all, I want to try to make it somewhat center. Oh yeah, no, that all fits. Nope, that all fits. So we're just going to do it all. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this in red and blue, and I have my candy apple red and my cadet blue. I'm going to do America in the blue. Actually, yeah. Nope. We're gonna add another color. I am gonna add some shimmer. I'm looking at this and I think I'm gonna use a little copper for the stars. I wasn't going to, but you know, the more that I look at it, you know, once I get something on the board, I'm not very good at that planning thing, you know. Some people are like, oh, I knew exactly what I was gonna do. I'm sorry, it's just not who I am. Okay. So I've got that. Okay, I have a squeegee for red. All right, so let's get to chalking. So we're gonna go up here and do the land that I love in red. And when you do use red, I think I've mentioned this before, just so you know, the red will stain your transfer a little bit. And it is okay. It's perfectly usable. But that candy apple red and sometimes even the black velvet will stain your transfer. It's just how it is. I'm going to do Liberty in cadet blue. We're going to come back and hit it with the copper. Stars. And then we're going to do a peel and dry here. We're going to peel this back so that it doesn't stick for too long to the transfer. We're going to dry this off and then we're going to lay it back down. Just like we do with any other of the larger transfers. Alright. So I'll pull that back to this point. I'm going to dry this off. Make sure you have this pulled pretty far back so none of that heat ever hits your transfer, because it will like shrink wrap. I've ruined a transfer before like that. Okay. We're going to put that back. And really we're just going to put back the America. Make sure that's still down. We're going to put that in the cadet blue. This is our cadet blue. Change my light again. There you go. That's a little better. I don't want to mess with it too much. I probably should have gone the other direction from the bottom and then met in the middle, but I'm going to stop and dry that because it was a bigger section. Okay. Kind of loving how this is turning out. That was my happy dance. Okay. So we're going to flip this back up. Lay that back down. I want to make sure the beautiful is down. Okay, so let's think about this for a second where we are. So I'm going to do this in red, and this is going to be in gold, or copper, excuse me. So this can be in blue, but the beautiful, I got to figure out how I should do that. Maybe I should do half, like an ombre. So I'm going to do this part, and then I'm going to come back and do the beautiful, and I'll flip it up and dry it. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this direction, and then we'll come back and do kind of an ombre red and blue. I think that'll look good. So let's do this. Let's do our copper stars. Alright, so there's that. Let's close the lid. Done with that. We'll go into our candy apple. And then we're going to do the established 1776 in the cadet blue. I like things to be symmetrical. I mean, you don't have to be, but for me, for how I'm doing this, I like it better that way. That's just me. My prerogative. I'm going to go back just a little bit further, just to where the beautiful is, and I'm going to kind of stop because I want to dry this, and I'm going to lay it back down and then do the beautiful part, okay? So again, be careful of drying too close to the transfer. Sometimes I will stick my hand kind of there so I know how hot it's getting. I'd rather burn myself than my transfer. going to go back to the beautiful. Okay. So for this, we're going to do the ombre. I'm going to do blue on the bottom. I'm going to do the red on the top. And I'm just going to take my stir sticks. Actually, I'm going to take, I could just do my squeegee. And, well, I like the stir stick because if I can pick it up, apparently I can't pick that one up. And this is where I'll get messy. We all know I'm going to get messy. I just like to kind of lay it on there in different places. Make sure I have enough. I don't need a whole lot. Okay. Then I'm going to take some of the red and do the exact same thing from the top. Okay, so now I could go in and rub it, but I could go in and just kind of rub together, but I'm just going to kind of blend. Okay, now I'm going to take the red. I'm not going to put that back in anything. I'm just making sure that it's totally covered. So all of the silk screen area has been taken care of. Okay. All right, so all the rest of it has been dried and pulled off. So now we're going to, yay! Oh, yay! I'm so excited how it turned out. Let me put that over here. Guys, can you see it? Can you see? Look at that! Look at that! Oh! Oh yeah. I may not part with this one. This is one of my favorites. I may not be able to sell it. Oh my goodness. Either that or I've got to get another surface because I love this. This is one of my, I was going to put bow. It doesn't need anything. It's perfect. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm so tickled with myself. Can you tell? I'm like, ah! You know, I see transfers and I'm like, we get to see other designers. I see them, how they do things. And I knew kind of what I wanted to do. And I knew I wanted to try to use this surface because it was going to fit. When our big rounds went out and they had already sold out. And I was like, I have never used that. But that would have been perfect too. Or even a big wooden round. But I saw this and I thought, that's going to work great. So I'm super excited. I'm glad you all joined me for it because it makes me so happy. So, all right, guys, I'm done for tonight. I'm done. A couple things. Just remember, the creative kickstarts go through the end of the month. As you place your order, it'll tell you what you've earned, so you can earn free transfers. So with like a $75 order, there'll be a sorry, I was trying to pull up my stuff here. With like a $75 order, there you get free things. With a $100 order, you get 2 free transfers, and I think $125, you get another free transfer. If you missed out on the retired transfers last weekend, so sorry. They were so cute. If you didn't even go check them out and see what you were missing, I have quite a few of them just because they were some of the ones from this time last year, like the spring from last year were several of those. But there was a couple that I missed out on that were from like 2 years ago. There was a United States one that I had always really wanted. And it would have been like, I would have had to use that under here. But this worked out just fine. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. ChalkCon is this weekend. I will be jumping on to scream and yell and giggle and show you all of the amazing things that is coming from ChalkCon. I am joining virtually this year. But I'm also going to be on the beach. So apparently I have to be like down by the pool when it's happening. I'm not allowed to be in the condo, I guess, because I squill too much. But we'll see. So, but please make sure you hop on and look at my site and look at all the new stuff that's going to be coming out in the new catalog. And that will be in July, I believe, is when the new catalog hits. July. It'll hit in July. So that'll be all of the new fun fall stuff. You won't probably see a lot of Halloween stuff. I know I have a lot of people that like the Halloween transfers. They were big last year. They'll probably show up more in that Celebrations release that happens in end of August, first part of September. That's when you see a lot. That's when we saw a lot of those Halloween stuff. You're going to see a lot of fall show up. You're going to see a lot of like, you must still see a few. You'll see a few Halloweens, but that's when a lot of fall things. And I think we've kind of like not seen some surfaces restock, so I'm kind of hopeful that we'll see some new surfaces. I do believe the rounds that were used for the Hello that sold out really fast, those you'll be able to just buy the round itself. So our wood cutouts, that will be cool, because I would rather buy them from myself than buy them from the store. And but I'm so thankful y'all join me. You guys have a great day. And just remember, I am uploading videos to YouTube, so you can share my YouTube link for those that do not follow on Facebook, because there's a lot of people out there that are not doing Facebook Lives. So I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Bye.